Parsons. Welcome to today's show. Well, we're heading into back to school season proper now, and I thought I'd record an episode for you today that's a back to school mindset reset, because I think lots of us need that after the last 2 school years that we've had. Before I dive into that today though, I've got another special thing for you for back to school season, and that's the live webinar that I'm holding this Saturday, the 4th of September at 10:30am. The webinar is called How to Reach Your Academic Potential with Less Stress and More Success. And what we're going to be doing on the webinar, what you're going to get out of it, is that you're going to discover my step-by-step system that has helped hundreds of students reach their academic potential and frequently exceed their academic expectations. You're also going to assess the areas you need to develop in this system so you go away with a clear path forward. So basically we're going to be identifying the different study skills, the different areas of study skills that you really need to work on to get your study skills up to a standard where you can reach your academic potential. And then we're going to do a deep dive on the things I teach my clients about motivation, mindset, and revision planning. And I'll also tell you at the end how you can work with us this coming year if you're interested. So if you really would like to sign up for the free webinar, then please go to lifemoreextraordinary.com/SEPT21, so SEPT21, short for September 2021 basically. And I'm really excited about it. I've been working really hard on the webinar for quite some time now to make it as good as possible, and really want to share it with you. Okay, let's go over to today's episode, which is our back to school mindset reset. As we head back to school, hot on the heels of the 2 most difficult academic years ever experienced, it's worth taking a moment to make sure your mind is in the right place to succeed. Let's review the situation we find ourselves in and think about how we can mentally prepare ourselves for the school year ahead. So firstly, hope. Following the disruption of the last 2 years and the misery that many young people, and older ones for that matter, have experienced, I think the main thing we're all feeling at the moment is hope. We hope this school year will be normal. We hope that our young people will be able to mix together, play together, and sing together. We hope that they'll be happy and fulfilled in their learning. We hope they'll come home at the end of the day with smiles on their faces and stories to tell that brighten our hearts. Above all, we hope that this school year will be normal. But lurking underneath this hope, like a dark shadow, is some uncertainty. Whilst the NHS isn't currently overwhelmed like it was in April 2020 and January 2021, and people aren't dying in the numbers they were then, people are still dying and tens of thousands are being infected every day. 16 and 17-year-olds will only have had their first vaccine doses when schools open, and younger students won't have been vaccinated at all. We know that schools were a major arena for the community transmission of the virus. We also know that the government, for the 2nd year running, is determined that GCSE and A-level exams will go ahead. We know that they've announced there will be some modification to exam papers, but we don't know exactly what those modifications are. We also know that they didn't have a proper contingency plan in place when exams were cancelled in 2021. What does all this mean for us as parents, students, and teachers? We each have our individual role to play in our own success. We can plan for the situation as it is now, but we can also plan for other scenarios that might occur. What we've learned over the last 2 years is that 2 things really count, no matter whether exams take place or not. Firstly, students who have the tools and skills to learn independently do the best. And secondly, students who are able to work consistently in a healthy way do the best. We must all make a personal commitment and take on responsibility for developing our study skills and working consistently. That counts for students and parents and is the only path to success that we know works. The way that GCSE and A-level grades have been awarded in the last 2 years has rewarded consistency. And to be honest, it was the same before the pandemic happened and exams were cancelled. Consistency is about showing up every day ready to learn. It's about being organised and methodical. It's about being the tortoise, not the hare. For some, it comes naturally. For others, it takes practice. But we can all get there. So in summary, hope is not enough. We are all hoping more than anything that this will be a normal school year. But we've learned from bitter experience that hope is not enough. We're going to be working with our clients in the Extraordinaries Club, as well as our one-to-one clients, to keep their commitment and consistency high through this school year. We'll be teaching and developing the independent study skills they need to succeed no matter what, and we'll be by their sides as we have been through the early part of the pandemic, no matter what happens. As one member said, who was with us throughout the pandemic, there was a strong focus in the communications you put out around well-being. It was a very strong and clear focus on well-being, and that for me was really important because, bottom line, nobody learns well if they're not feeling good about themselves and feeling well in themselves. If you'd like to join us, go to theextraordinariesclub.com if you'd like to join the club, or visit lifemoreextraordinary.com if you'd like one-to-one coaching. We can't wait to help and support you through this academic year, no matter what happens. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.